What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Shrek, and we're back with another video, guys. So it's been slow, as you guys know. I've probably mentioned this in a couple of videos in the past. And let me turn the music down before we get demonetized. Well, we're not even monetized yet, but we're almost there. We're like, I think the last time I checked, let me check. Thank you guys for the support so far, guys. It's unbelievable. People actually watch my videos. That's crazy. So, or there you go. Oh, we're at 993 subscribers. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for the support so far. That CHP video went crazy. I'm gonna do a follow-up because there's a lot of mixed comments on it, which he's a really cool guy. We've dealt with him a couple years now, but that'll be another video. It'll be like a follow-up video. Anyways, so today I started with the boss's truck. Of course, we did an orifice, an OC. Oh, as you can tell, I refilled the AC as well, and I forgot to put the tabs back on, or the covers. So we did replace his orifice, and it goes in there. I have some video from my phone on it, so I will go ahead and actually do like a voiceover, I think, which is now. Starting off, guys, we're disconnecting the AC line with an AC disconnect tool. Bought it at my local auto parts store. Anyways, I'm showing you guys the new orifice here. This is what it looks like. It actually has an arrow showing the position it goes in. Unfortunately, this one was installed, or the previous one was installed backwards, and it is actually stuck inside of the line. Showing you guys right now how it's pushed in all the way. So it was kind of difficult to do it, but I used a combination of heat, some pliers, a screwdriver, and a pick to pull it out. But eventually we did take it out, guys. So that's how it came out. As you can tell, it's backwards. The brown part was in first. The white part was sticking out towards the outside, which is completely backwards. But so showing you guys that I did use a pick to pull it out. I did scratch the inside. We did kind of damage it a little bit, but I did use some sandpaper and a little bit of AC oil to clean it up and make it a lot smoother for the new orifice. That way it wouldn't damage the O-rings. Showing you guys that it used some heat. But yeah, we cleaned it up, fixed it up. As you can see, there's the sandpaper. We did clean it up and made it a lot smoother. That way it wouldn't damage the O-rings, like I was saying. Showing you guys how it actually goes in. It does have an arrow on it. I try to show you guys. I don't know if it actually came up. Oh, there's the arrow. So the arrow is pointing towards the firewall, and then just put the other end of the line in, and it will push it in as far as it goes. Oh. Anyways, welcome back. That was the first job or first task of the day. We had to do that. And now they brought us this I believe it's a 2020 Freightliner Cascadia. We need to do a starter on it. So I don't know if I've shown this in previous videos. And we're still working on the boss's BMW as well. Today we're doing radiator and water pump, but Jeroni's doing that. Anyways, back to this one. The starter goes in there, guys. That is the starter. And pretty straightforward. The way I do it is I do go over to the batteries, disconnect the batteries, of course. This one I actually disconnect everything. I don't want to risk getting shocked. The negatives, I do hang them over. It's like a series of them. It's all one circuit. Hang them over the horn, the air horn, just so it's out of the way. Then I do zip tie the positives together and hang them from like the heater lines or something, just so I don't have any of that connected. Then after that, I do remove the positives. I believe it's 2 or 3 positives on the starter. Zip tie those together, and then I do remove all the negatives because it's like 5 or 6 or 7. I don't remember exactly how many wires they are, but I do zip tie those as well and put those out of the way. Then I start removing the starter. It's 3 bolts for it. I believe they're 19s. The hardest one is the one on top. I'll show you guys how I go about that probably. I don't know what kind of angles I'll get for you guys, but I will definitely try to get something for you guys. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be today's video. So let's get to it, guys. All right, guys, so we are going to start with the batteries. I have you guys on the head mount as we speak, but more than likely this video will not have me talking on it. If anything, I might do a voiceover, but yeah, as you guys can hear in the background, we do have the music playing, and that's not gonna fly with the video. I forgot, this type of batteries are different. I'm thinking about the old battery. So this one, I'm just going to remove this negative side right here, move it out of the way, probably zip tie it down here, and then on the top, sorry about that, guys, on the top I probably will remove all the positives. We'll figure that one out. Let me get to it. That's all we're going to do for the batteries. Should be good. Next, we will start taking off the power and the ground on the starter. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so here's a little update. We did remove the negative side already, the negative post on the starter, that bolt or that nut. It does have two of them. Like I said, this is the newer style ones. I'm so used to the old style, or they're, I believe, pre 2018 2019. I'm used to doing those off the top of my head. We're barely starting to get to do these newer ones. They're starting to require them, or like the starters are starting to go out on them. So we did zip tie the positives up here with the zip tie. I'm going to zip tie the negatives, but we do remove this. Let me see if I get it. This one right here, this lead, I guess you would call it, the lead, this wire, it goes to the solenoid on the starter. I believe that is the one that says the signal for your ignition. So I will be cutting this zip tie right now, just because that one's holding it down, and continue to remove that lead or that wire. All right, so here's the bottom view, guys. We have removed everything. We might have a little bit of trouble. No, never mind. We'll be able to wiggle it out through here. But we just have this bolt left and one on the bottom. The hardest one is usually the top one, but as you guys saw, an extension, an 18. These are 18, by the way. The ones, the post, the positive and the negative on the starter are 19s. But as I was saying, an extension, an 18, and a ratchet with the flex head on top, or swivel head, whatever you want to call it. That's usually what works for me, and it makes it really easily, or makes it real easy to remove that top bolt. The bottom ones are pretty easy, straightforward. So let me just take them off and wiggle this starter out. All right, guys, the starter, and we're gonna try to put it in there. It's a little heavy, not too heavy, extremely heavy, but it's heavy enough to give you a little bit of problems. But it's gonna be the same concept as when we brought it out. I'm gonna try to wiggle it in, just slide it in, and right away put the two nuts on the bottom to hold it up. I don't know what I'll be able to show you guys, but I'll put you guys here, see if you get any type of view. you guys can tell, we maneuvered it up there. We went ahead and put the two nuts. I'm already doing the negative side. Remember, I zip tied them on the bottom, or zip tied them, let them loose. Then this one is that signal for the top of the solenoid. So I'll just put that up there and just finger tighten it. Right now we'll go up top and put that third bolt on the starter, the one that goes on the top. Fasten that one as tight as possible. Then we go ahead and put the positive cables back on, and then we go ahead and put that signal on. And then once we do all that, we'll come back and make sure these two bottom ones are tightened properly. So let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so we fastened the top bolt. We already got the signal wire onto the little solenoid for the starter. I'm actually putting the positive side right now onto it, hand tightening it, and then hit it with the ratchet. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna check over the bolts or the nuts one more time, and we should be done with the starter. Oh, that's right, we also have to connect the battery, so I'll be over there right now. Alrighty guys, we secured the batteries. We also secured all of the nuts on it. Everything's fastened back up. Put the step back on, and we're going to try it. Turn the switch on. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire. Let's see. So far so good. Bada bing, bada boom. Gucci potatoes. We're all good here, guys. So that was it. It used to give the driver problems to start. So the driver complained that it was a hard start. Like I said, these are older. Let me show you guys how many miles. Almost at 1,000,000 miles. For all those that say Freightliners are not dependable, there you go. They're really dependable. This one is, sorry, I don't have my little GoPro stick thingy. This one is at 1,000,000 miles now. So yeah, it's at 1,000,000 miles, or just about 1,000,000 miles. And we haven't done anything major to it. We've cleaned the filters, regular maintenance, oil changes, scheduled maintenances, and we haven't had any issues. First time we're replacing the starter. I believe we did replace the air dryer. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But for those that say that Freightliners are not dependable or they don't like Freightliners, 1,000,000 miles. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. If you're at home, enjoy time with your family. If you're on the road, be safe. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.